Hello everyone, Planty and John here.
Hi guys, we've got a massive announcement to make. We're doing our first live show this year. What films are we talking about?
2001's Shrek, John. The OG.
Ah, the OG. R.E.
Very good. Yes, indeed. It's an all-ages show at Carlisle Megacon on August 17th, which is Carlisle's premier nerd gathering with over 40 stalls, gaming, cosplay, and really handsome podcasters.
Do I have to watch my language then?
Nah, it's fine, mate. There'll be other Scottish people there. We'll get subtitles for the English.
That's Megacon at Richard Rose Academy, Carlisle, on the 17th of August from 12 noon. It's £5 a ticket, and that includes seeing Beautiful Us.
And my brilliant Scottish accent. Ugh, donkey!
Aye, right. Jesus Christ. Hi guys, on this show we're looking at Sheridan, Munro, Elizabeth, Wayans, Hall, Wayans, Abrahams and Faris. We're looking at 2000's Scary Movie.
Hello everyone!
Fucking never gonna get through the intro.
Jesus Christ! Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of 100 Things We Learned from Film. I'm one of your hosts. My name's Planty, and I am so very sorry for the next hour of media.
And I'm the other guy, I'm John, and I'm just here to find out what's your favourite scary movie.
I don't know, all the fucking home movies that I've been recording off my stepman's fucking camera the past year.
That's never a good thing.
Jesus Christ. So many spots on Teenage Planty.
Oh, son.
I had hair though, so, you know, I guess
Well, that's the main thing.
Swings and or roundabouts.
You were in a baby bath at the time, but you had hair.
In the sink. John, how are you?
I'm alright, buddy. It's currently, I was going to say sunny there, but I'm lying, it's cloudy now, but at least it's no raining where I am.
No, it's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. God, as if this episode isn't problematic enough without me referring R. Kelly.
Oh, God.
Famous fucking molester. Anyway, let's move.
I don't see nothing wrong with you.
Oh, no.
Sorry, mate.
No. Anyway, yeah. So, listeners, what we've done this week is what we did a couple of weeks ago, is we spun a wheel of all the patrons' names, and one of our patrons got to choose. We will cut to her by the magic of media now.
Hello Planties and Plantettes, it's Ali here, your Patron Movie of the Month winner. As the resident baby of the audience, apparently, and the runner of Megacon, I'm sure that this was a definitely fairly picked winner and was in no attempts at bribery or favour of any sort to get a better spot on the show, but I fully have faith in our two co-hosts here. However, I am disappointed that they didn't pick the fantastic Velocipasta, a time-old tale of a pasta who becomes a dinosaur at night. Truly a visionary issue that affects a lot of people throughout the world. However, we went with the equally funny Scary Movie, which I'm not going to lie, is a lot more homophobic than I remember on first watch, but, you know, as parody movies goes, it's still up there. So thank you all for picking me, and love yous all, you pricks.
Thank you very much for that, Ali, I think, ? Much appreciated. And did you accuse us of favouritism or bribery?
I think she did. I think she did.
That's pretty fucking grim. But Ali's actually been on the radio this morning as we're recording to talk about Megacon, and she mentioned us. The line was a true real to life Scottish person talking about Shrek.
Aye.
So I guess I'll just fucking die then. Yeah.
You can be donkey though.
Oh mate, story of my life.
You're like a parfait.
Who wouldn't like parfait? Anyway, so, John, Scary Movie, the original Scary Movie. Any relationship with this film at all?
Yeah, loads of them came at the same time, didn't they? They really did. I've got my. I prefer the second one. I'm going to be honest. I think the second one really there's more about the second one that I remember.
My
this
bad.
One's a bit,
Yeah, absolutely.
The
hand in the potatoes.
Oh,
yeah, and it's David Cross as the guy in the professor guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. There's even an entity joke in that question mark, which I don't think we should be joking about, but here we are. Year 2000, John. Films
back in the day. So you've got your obvious ones. Is it Dracula 2000, which I always start with?
You're always banging on about Dracula 2000.
I'll start off. Hey, Jerry Butler. That's when it is.
Oh yeah, so it is.
Yeah. But we also had such classics as, God, there's so many of them. Unbreakable.
All right, yeah, Unbreakable's great.
The Gift, which I actually quite liked.
Not so much so myself.
Traffic,
yeah, okay. Is that the We're All Racist one?
I think we are.
Oh no, that's Crash, isn't it? Oh, we get mixed up. We're all racist, or we're all shagging holes in people from car crashes or something.
Oh god, that's God. There was a lot going on back then. Snatch, which is
previous episode.
One of those, The Beach, and fan favourite, Requiem for a Dream.
Ass to ass. That thing's not gonna suck itself. Yes. Terrible stuff. Road Trip, previous episode, by the way.
Yeah.
Same year. Road Trip. Yeah, that's a good one. Right. We are covering this for Ali, of course, but very, very early doors. I didn't realise, before we promised to cover it, quite how homophobic, sexist and transphobic this film is. Yes. But Ali's asked us to do this, and she is none of those things. She is absolutely zero of those things, and the least transphobic person I've ever met. But she does hate Mackems, so, I guess she's got that going for her. If you like what we do, give us a quid, and you too will be able to pick. We'll put you on the wheel, and you'll be given the chance to pick a film. The cat doesn't have room there. I don't know why he's even trying that. And you can do that at patreon.com/100things, or you can go to 100thingswelearnedfromfilm.co.uk, and that will also take you to all of our links, all of our socials, and all the other stuff. As Ali mentioned, Megacon is it's a month away as this goes live. So get your tickets on the link there. Sorry, listeners, I'm just trying to coax a cat away from the keyboard. Do you want to go, mate? I know that's not how you get rid of a cat, by the way, listeners, but sometimes it works. Come on. Right, this makes for brilliant media.
Colin Robertson, AFK.
Okay, shall we begin?
Shall we? Yes, we have.
Right, okay. Well, look, I'm going to start with two facts straight off the bat from Ali, because she picked, that she's given us. The original title was Last Summer I Screamed Because Halloween Fell on Friday the 13th. I mean,
that's one of the I'm going to get you sucker. Is it drinking juice and hood? Blah, blah, blah.
Same people, same director. There you go. There's another fact. Aaron Seltzer and Jason Friedberg of Epic Movie and Vampires Suck fame. Movies we're never going to do, by the way, listeners. Also get credits on Scary Movie for the fart joke that happened at the very start, because they were working on the parody called Scream If You Know What I Did Last Summer when this came out. Mate. Sounds like just a way to shut those guys up.
Exactly,
doesn't it? And I wish someone had shut them up, because those are those movies that come out, like, they see trailers for films, and then they make a joke about what's in the trailer, and they don't actually cover what's in the film. Like, it's the fucking cheapest, shittest filmmaking.
It's not real creativity. It's just a bollock.
Piss off, you is what I say to those gentlemen, to those lovely gentlemen, unless they want to come on and defend themselves. Right, okay. This was a Dimension film, John. Dimension film. We've done at least one Dimension film.
We have dimensioned it before.
We did The Faculty. There's probably more, but off the top of my head I can think of The Faculty. So remember that bit with the Offspring and the Dimension logo coming up. We don't say the name of the man that set up, of course, because we hope he burns in hell.
Yeah.
But, mate, what a 1992 they had. It was their first year in business, and they launched releasing Fan favourite, as you would say, Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth.
Ooh.
The man that smokes while having sex before getting ripped apart.
With how he's, what is it, tracksuit on? Oh, Jesus.
Fortress, John. Future episode with Christopher Lambert.
Christopher Lambert.
Yeah. Famous Scotsman Christopher Lambert. And Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice.
No, yeah, wasn't it really, was it? Wasn't really.
I mean, that's the irony, isn't it? Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Right. We open with this house with a girl in. It's Carmen Electra. Remember Carmen Electra, listeners?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, she's back as a 17-year-old girl? Question mark.
Yeah.
She's heating up popcorn, by the way, in one of these fucking death trap
they really aren't
things. You know, these disposable things. They're called Jiffy Pops, right? Frederick C. Menon is credited with developing the product in 1958. It's a disposable popcorn pan where the corn pops in the foil. You can buy one at Walmart only in the States for $2.18. I mean, come on, mate. We've all got microwaves now.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
the bag is easier. The bag's a lot more convenient, and it doesn't look as if it's going to blow up in your face.
That looks
bad.
Yeah, that looks like a fucking weather balloon, doesn't it? It's going to take a child away. This, of course, is meant to be Scream, isn't it? I'm gonna try and reference all the films. If I miss one, John, I'm sure you'll pick me up on it.
Yeah.
But I've kind of got some facts around them all, except for Scream, because I think we'll probably do Scream.
Yeah.
The guy calls. He's like, "Do you like scary movies?" And she says, "Yeah, my favorite's Kazam. Shaq playing a genie." Well, that's not a scary movie. You haven't seen Shaq act. I was like, oh, okay, go on then. 5 out of 10. Yeah. Kazam is a film about a 5,000-year-old genie who appears from a magic boom box, John. To grant a 14-year-old boy 3 wishes.
Ghetto blaster.
Shaq plays the titular genie. The film was released on July the 7th, 1996, grossing $18.9 million of its $20 million budget.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, but that's okay, because everybody knows, John, Shaq made all his money in college.
Exactly. Man, do you know, I didn't even want to go and see it because I was too busy playing NBA Jam when that came out, I'm sure.
Mate.
NBA Jam, Jesus.
Do you remember, would that have been the one that had the voice bits in the Mega Drive? Because there was, every now and again, there was from downtown, if you jump from a long way, from downtown.
And you do the fireball? Fireball!
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Mate, I wonder if NBA games are like that still. I bet they're not.
Nah, probably not. No.
I would honestly play FIFA if it was Mario Strikers. Do you know what I mean? I'd play a lot more. I say I play a lot more. I've played 89. I've discovered last night I played 89 hours of fucking career mode since I got the new FIFA back in October.
Oh, really?
Absolutely no surprise my wife's planning on leaving me, is it? At all.
Man, I've only been playing Assassin's Creed for a month and a half, and I'm up to 107 hours. I know.
That's because she walks the dogs, I assume.
No, she's got...
We've got this, what's your name? I want to see who I'm looking at. And he's reading a copy of Playboy.
Yeah. She's been in it 4 times.
And she has indeed, yeah.
Have you got that? Have you got?
I haven't got it, but I read it. Do you know what? It's really weird. I read it, but I didn't see it.
So I've got the dates here. So May 1996, June 1997, December 2000, and hang on 2 seconds, just to move that white marker. April 2003.
All right. Oh, nice one. She was number 18 in FHM's Hottest 100 in 2005, and the oldest cover girl in the publication's history.
Ooh.
And her real name is Tara Lee Patrick. It's not got quite the same.
Doesn't the roll after tongue?
Sounds like a fucking Spider-Man villain, does she? It's Tara Lee Patrick. And she might be Irish. It's just, they can be villains. They can be
True
villains. I'm Irish. I can be a villain, Greg.
Tastes like bullseye.
The line is, I want to see what your insides look like. And she says, well, then turn to page 54.
That's actually quite funny.
And it's disgusting, but, you know. And listeners, the non-fucking, like punching down jokes in this, some of them are pretty good. There's a real cheap airplane joke later on, John, that I got a real fucking buzz out of. They milk for far too long.
True.
There's a Prince gag. Prince is tied up next to the swimming pool, and she's like, he's not my boyfriend. I fucked him a few times, but that was it, right? But also, this guy looks nothing like
Prince. No.
The artist formerly known as Prince. She was a backing dancer for Prince, John, but they also had a relationship. It didn't end well, and the song I, like an I that you have in your head, Hate You, the letter U, was written about her. He did some grammatical shite, didn't he, in the 90s, old Prince.
Old symbol face, at one point, wasn't it?
Carmen Electra in a GQ interview said, I went out with a guy, I hadn't slept with this person, and Prince found out. He said, I wrote this song about you, and then he played I Hate You. Not a massive hit, John. 62nd in the Germans chart. 43 in the stupid, sexy Flanders Ultra Pop. 22 New Zealand Prisant. 18 where, John?
The Netherlands.
Correct.
Oh.
It's back. He's back.
That's my fact.
You're still not over the fact that the Netherlands got beat, are you?
I know.
Sorry, by the time this comes out, you'll be Viva España with your bottle of Madri.
I'm Spanish right now.
And number 12 in the USA, who are also shit at football.
True that.
The doorbell goes, and she steams out with this bat murdering some trick-or-treaters. Inside the house, the killer's there, and there's a table of weapons. She grabs a banana and runs outside. He chases her through some sprinklers, where she loses her clothes. He grabs her as he grabs at her. Slow motion, she's running through. It's obviously the Baywatch beginning thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
He stabs her in the chest, pulling an implant out. She runs into the road screaming at the car, Daddy, but he's not watching the road because he's getting a blowjob off his mum. And she's like, what was that sound? It was nothing. Continue. Like that joke gets reused later just as badly. Like the first time you were like, okay. But the second time, fucking hell. Has this been written by committee? Do you know what I mean? Can a banana kill somebody, John? You cannot realistically eat enough bananas to obtain a lethal dose of radiation. Where else do you get this shit except this podcast, right? The human body is also very good at maintaining the balance of the substances within it. Not when I'm drinking, it isn't. So excess potassium for too many bananas will be excreted before it becomes dangerous. So once again, John, on this podcast, we say, fuck the singer Dido and her stupid irrational fear of potassium poisoning from bananas. A long time since I bought that up. A long time. Where is she now? In all the charity shop CD cases. That's where she is.
For 50p.
And the rest. Three for a pound. We get the title. In her room, Cindy, little baby Anna Faris. Oh, she was so cute, funny.
Yeah.
She goes to an open window, and her boyfriend Bobby climbs in the window. Dad comes in. I thought I heard screaming, but it could have been that crack I was smoking earlier. Right, the drug dad. I didn't really get what the fucking story was here.
As soon as he came on, I was like, "Oh man, it's a guy for the Birds. It's Tom Hanks' mate in the Birds."
Oh,
like,
so it is.
Man.
Oh, well spotted. Yeah. Again, he's not in this movie, but I did like the I've got some business to do with Uncle Escobar. It's gone wrong and I'll be away hiding for a few days. But I've left you some product to sell, but you're going to need to cut it first. Was that baking powder, not baking soda?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to Google that because I've already Googled enough stuff to get me in trouble this week.
Yeah, I'll bet. And that's for personal use.
Yeah, indeed. Crabs, baby. Back in the room, Bobby says he wants over-the-clothes stuff because of her chastity rule. We hear the Dawson's Creek music playing, and we can't do it because we did it for something a little while back.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's all right. I've got a fact about Vanderbeek.
Have you really? Wow.
Yeah. Well, right now, so he's actually left Los Angeles. 2020, he left, moved to Texas, and he's not acting anymore.
Oh, right.
So,
okay.
There you go. I didn't know that. Right. Did you know that?
Did he go there with the pie fucker?
Aye.
Hey, you're the one with the creek, and you're the pie fucker. No, I didn't have that, but I did have chosen by People magazine as one of the 50 most beautiful people in the world, 1998.
Fuck.
I did not place. And he and his wife have 5 kids.
Yeah.
And I assume no games console in the house.
Or a telly. No.
Yeah. They did have a telly, but it got smashed over the killer's head. That's CRT TV in the last scene.
See, that's the thing is, like, when that first came out, people saying it's controversial. I just thought it was boring as shit. Girls loved it. They loved it. But I just watched it and I thought, man, this is...
I watched the first series and thought, oh, okay, this is grown up kind of like teenage viewing writing. But it didn't. It wasn't any better than that My So-Called Life from like years before with Claire, what's her face in it? Which I thought was so much better. But I also didn't watch that. So.
Nah, true. Not as good as the OC though.
California. Yeah, so he does this whole wrong set thing. Shit. And when it gets hotter, Bobby gets a shock from her electric fence chastity belt.
Oh yeah.
Clever girl. Next day, getting off the bus, Shorty, and I've written Regina, but that's the actor's name. I've forgotten her name. But we'll come to that because we do have Brenda. So they've all got these fantastically 90210s type names, haven't they?
Yeah.
The joke is Shorty's always high. Of course, it's Marlon Wayans, and you know we did White Chicks, and I don't know. Seeing him as this character, I thought he was this character for fucking donkeys, like for almost his entire career, except for the bit where he loses an arm or a leg in Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream, yeah. God, that was the only serious role.
Yeah. He's really good in that.
We'll never do Requiem for a Dream. I can't imagine what it is. He was in something. They've done something, and it might have been "I'm going to get you" or something like that. And it's him having an argument with a drug dealer, and was it? It says something like, "I'll suck your dick for a cheeseburger," which stuck me for ages. That's such a weird thing to say.
As a man who loves a cheeseburger, why not?
I made a KFC guy.
Finger licking good.
Exactly.
They meet, and Buffy, Shannon Elizabeth, is coming over. Now, other than Sydney in this, I think Shannon Elizabeth is probably the best actor in this. She has the most fun stuff to do. And she does the rangy stuff, especially the bit where she gets killed. She's really good in that.
Yeah. Nah, it's done all right.
Here comes Shannon Elizabeth. It's pointed out that she got off with a backup dancer at this pool party hosted by P. Diddy. And I was like, oh, that's not aged fucking well.
Yeah. So I Puff Daddy. So it's Sean Combs doing it. It was P. Diddy changed it to Puff Daddy in 2001. So, but because I googled why did you change it? It was just for we just wanted to change. That was
because he wanted to be called Lion Snoop, or whatever it was. As she puts on lipstick, Cindy says they test it on animals. Buffy says she's a people person until this homeless guy asks for $1. Oh, get away from me, you bum. Cindy, oh, poor sir, have a sandwich. And she's like, I said $1, bitch.
Launched.
Yeah. At school, there's this huge bunch of reporters, including Gale Hailstorm. Wow. And my favourite, the Black TV. White folks are dead and we're getting the fuck out of here. Which I loved. Absolutely loved. As Shorty's being interviewed, he's like, first cops and now this. Cops, the TV show, John, 36 seasons. 1,175 episodes since 1989.
Fuck.
And can you believe this, listeners? It is still on the air.
What?
Yeah, it's on one of these little fucking Fox satellite channels.
They're just giving the people, what do you want? What do you want?
Man, Inner Circle, I am going to be playing some fucking Inner Circle. I didn't look up the song because I'm hoping at some point in the future we'll do Bad Boys.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Bad Boys 2?
Yeah, boy.
How close were you to the victim? They ask him. Real close until the roofies wore off and I had to take my tongue out of her ass. It's not good. What would have been your last words to her? Run, bitch, run. Okay. Inside, Ray and Greg are talking. Now, I had to look up Greg, John, because I was certain it was somebody we'd covered in a film before. But it turns out he's just non-union Jake Busey.
Oh, right.
He does look a little bit like
yeah.
Jake Busey, the Frighteners.
He does. He really does, doesn't he?
Yeah. So, the Ray thing is, he's really gay, but dating Brenda. And I've got to be honest with you, listeners, I have cut out almost all of the gay stuff in this because it's real gay panic, disgusting fucking shit written by straight men stuff, and I hated it.
Yeah, but spoiler, then they spin it in the end.
I was kind of like, okay, does that make it okay to do it? I don't think it does. No. The girls arrive, but not Bobby, who is late in spite of living in a trailer on the grounds.
Right outside the front door.
Because punching down's funny, right?
Yeah.
Right. We should. Let's laugh at poor people.
Bye, Tiny.
Bye, big hoss. Bye. Yeah. Cindy says it's strange that she got killed exactly a year after they killed that guy. Flashback to them all in a car, getting it on, except Cindy and Bobby. He's driving. Ray passes her a tape to put on. And it's the Weather Girls, it's Raining Men, and they hate it. And he's like, it's a classic. And do you know what, John? He's fucking right. It is a classic.
I'd listen to it anymore.
Won't have a word said against that. But my facts of the episode are coming, and it's all about the Weather Girls, it's Raining Men. The Weather Girls, 1982. Written by Paul Jabara, the bloke that wrote Oscar winner Last Dance for Donna Summer, great song, and Paul Schaefer, who was the band leader on the David Letterman show.
No
who would
way.
play people on and off, yeah.
Yeah.
They wrote the song over the course of one afternoon in 1979. And my absolute favourite fact of the episode, Summer had recently become, they wanted to offer it to Donna Summer, but she had recently become a born-again Christian and rejected the song as quote-unquote blasphemous.
Oh, man. Hallelujah.
They then offered it to Diana Ross, Cher and Barbara Streisand, all of whom declined it.
Oh.
Can you imagine Barbara Streisand singing this?
Oh, Diana Ross? Jesus Christ. She must have been in the middle of a chain reaction.
Oh, indeed, yeah. Better song. The pair, Martha and Izora, at the time were called 2 Tons O' Fun.
What the hell? Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. It's supposed to be the roly-polies, isn't it?
The roly-polies. References for no one. It was massive as well. 54 on Francais, 31 where, John?
The Netherlands.
Correct. 16 in Straya, 5 in Ireland, so it was number 2 here. But it was kept off the top of the chart here by Lionel Richie's Hello.
Oh, no way.
Fact. Worst song. I hate it.
Even the video.
Even the video. In fact, the video's worse. The video's worse. And we're taking your favourite song out of the jukebox. It's Raining Men. Not no more, it ain't. There you go. Because I know there's people listening to this podcast just for Simpsons references. You fucking freaks. Greg.
Go
on.
I know what you did last summer, 1997. I always remember it. Aye, back. Jesus Christ, that time's flying in.
Yeah, there's a reference later on about the second one, isn't there? About the sequel. That fat Rastafarian guy. It was like, wait, that's Jack Black.
Jack Black, yeah.
Jack Black we're referencing.
Yeah, the proper famous ran out the whole fucking lot of them.
Fucking yeah. It didn't make any sense though, does it? Like they win a trip to Jamaica. And he's is he blacked up? No.
Is Jack blacked up?
No, Jack not blacked up. Thankfully, I mean that. Obviously, a much worse film. But it doesn't. It makes about as much sense as that Jaws the Revenge movie. Why is the shark gone to the Caribbean?
I know.
Yeah. Anyway. Greg's head out the sunroof until he hits a branch and drops his bottle of Jack Daniels on Cindy's head, causing it to fall face first into Bobby's lap. While he's not paying attention, they hit the road. She's giving him a blowjob. Greg's foot is stuck on her head
because he's got a wasp.
Oh yeah, he gets a fucking hornet's nest in the face, and Jesus. So lads, gentlemen, if you're listening, listen to your partners. Blowjobs kill. That's why they don't want to put it in their mouths, because blowjobs kill. There you go.
You sure it's in the highway code somewhere as well, actually? I'm sure I've seen something about a blowout.
I don't remember doing it in my cycling proficiency test. No.
No.
Oh no, actually I did. That's how I passed. Yeah.
Yeah, the good old tandem bikes.
Oh, that teacher, man. I was always his favourite. They found the body and start ranting at one another, but the guy gets up and leaves. As he's walking away,
I'm alright.
Yeah, Greg throws his bottle that hits him in the head. Putting him in the boot, he comes to, but they're slamming his head with the boot lid.
Yeah.
It's very much like fucking Snatch, isn't it? Slamming the fucking door on them.
That's probably where they got the inspiration for the shot.
Yeah.
Watching this.
They drive to the docks and dump the body. We should check his wallet. Yeah, for cash and credit cards. They then hoist the body in the water. How best to dispose of a body, John? Apparently, the best thing to do is to cut a corpse into 6 pieces and pile it all together. And when you got your 6 pieces, you got to get rid of them. Because it's no good leaving it in the deep freeze for your mum to discover now, is it? Then I hear the best thing to do is to feed them to pigs. You got to starve the pigs for a few days, and then sight of a chopped up body will look like carry to a pisshead. You got to shave the heads of your victims and pull the teeth out for the sake of the piggy's digestion.
Nice.
You could do this afterwards, of course, but you don't want to go sieving through pig shit now, do you? They'll go through bone like butter. You need at least 16 pigs to finish the job in one sitting, so be wary of any man who keeps a pig farm. They will go through a body that weighs 200 pounds in about 8 minutes. That means a single pig can consume 2 pounds of uncooked flesh every minute. Hence the expression, John.
Greedy fat bastard.
As greedy as a plenty. Yeah. There you go. Previous episode, by the way.
Oh,
Snatch.
I love that.
We just nothing but mentioned fucking Snatch this thing. So we just go back and do that. Yeah. So I thought I could do facts on that, or I could just do that, and we'll end up on like 80 facts, and someone will ring you, fucking kicking off. How did you only get 80 facts from fucking? I know what you did last Halloween the 15th.
Well, drinking Jason Hood.
Yes,
Ooh, what a film.
Back in the present, we see the sheriff. Previous episode's Kurt Fuller, John.
Yeah.
What have we done him in? Do you remember?
Oh, God. It'll come to me, but you better tell me just in case.
Wayne's World.
Oh, God, aye.
He's the producer. And The Running Man, where he also plays a producer. So he's got his triple crown not being typecast. We should have found another film he was a producer in and done that one.
I know. Old pen in the shooter trick.
Yeah. He's not interested at all.
Yep.
So Gail approaches Doofy, the deputy with a mental health problem. Yeah. I mean, who would have thought a film that's 25 years old would be problematic?
Who'd have thunk it?
Who would have thought it?
Did you see in the background though? Is that when they're sitting and there's that Shorts beer? Did you see that Shorts beer ad? In the background?
I didn't, mate. No, good spot.
Oh, so there's Shorts beer in the background. So it's Shorts beer's the beer, the fictional beer in Laverne and Shirley. Is it?
Oh, is it really? They work at the factory, don't they? They put the glove on the thing. Yeah. Again,
just
Wayne's
like
World.
just like Wayne's World. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. So Gail approaches Doofy, and she says, "Is that drool?" Yeah, I forgot to swallow. She goes, "Well, I never do," and it's a great line. And it gets used quite well later on as well.
Yeah.
In class, Cindy's looking out the window and sees the killer with a meat hook. On her desk, there's a note that says, "I know what you did last Halloween," and she remembers back to a picnic with Bobby and this romantic music, which I quite liked. When she comes around, there's a new note. No, the guy you killed. Funnily enough, John, I know what you did last Halloween. You recorded an episode on Zombieland for the podcast.
So did I. God,
Zombieland.
Zombieland, Jesus.
Better film.
Oh, was that a doubt? Was that a doubt?
I've just seen your face there when you said that. And yes, indeed. In the principal's office, the sheriff wants to ask some questions. He wants to know about Drew. What was she like in bed, Cindy? Okay. After training, they're in the locker room. It's Ray and the other guy, non-union Jake Busey, who's not important.
Yeah.
He's touching all the lads in the locker room. Greg, of course he's called. He wants to go work out instead. When he comes back, there's a Polaroid on his locker, and it just says, "I know," and it's a picture of a tiny little micro penis.
A body half incher in it.
That's right. Anyway, he's shouting, "Having a small dick is a disability. It's not the size of the hammer, it's the nail you're throwing it at."
I know.
Like,
what the fuck?
Have I been doing DIY wrong all these years?
I think I have. I need to get a weird hammer.
He heads to see the rest of the gang and show them the picture. They laugh. And Cindy says, "You're not the only one that got one." He says, "You mean Bobby's got a baby dick too?" Which is, okay. No, I got a note. Greg refuses to call the police and explains anyone that does will get a beating. He punches and kicks Cindy pretty much
really
half
does,
to death, by the way.
Yeah. That's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cunt.
Yeah, what a fucking prick. Sometime later at the teen pageant, there's Miss Congeniality, Miss Thing, and Buffy is Miss Fellatio. Now, I didn't Google fellatio at work. I didn't think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what Miss Thing was, and it's apparently LGBT slang for a conceited person, often a woman or a gay man. I had absolutely no... I've heard it mentioned, but I didn't know what it was in relation to.
Is that a new thing, though?
Well, not that new. This is 25 years old, bruv.
But is that what it meant back then? Because things change a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
So.
Oh,
I'm sure there's some reference to it in fucking something way back that we've never seen.
I just realised I have got notes on fellatio.
Good man.
It's a composer for 1652. And his music blows.
It both sucks and blows.
And blows, yep. All woodwind.
Oh, it's all terrible dad jokes, but I'm pretty sure that's what people tune in for. I hope it is anyway. Greg's watching from this platform, and she's about to do a monologue. The killer starts coming for Greg. She does this, "He's killing him, look out, Greg" thing, and everyone's going, "Oh, it must be an original piece." And this line of, "She's the next Pamela Lee." Okay, go on then. We didn't half dunk on Pamela Anderson, didn't we?
Oh, we really did.
So, I mean, I'd dunk on Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Not bothered.
The video didn't help.
Did you see the TV show on Disney Plus, the dramatisation thing? With Lily?
No, but I've seen
It's so good. It's so good. She is brilliant as her.
She's totally transformed, didn't she?
Yeah, I had no idea who it was until Rachel brought up a picture, and I was like, that's Lily Collins. It's Phil Collins' daughter.
That's weird.
Yeah.
No, is it?
Is it not Lily Collins? Is it the other one?
No, it's the one that does the Sky adverts.
Yeah, the one out of Baby Driver.
Aye. Yes, that's her. Yeah.
Anyway, God, we continue to not know the names of any actors. What have we? Nearly 150 episodes in. Fuck me sideways. She runs off screaming until she learns she's won. She's like, "Fuck Greg, I won."
Oh, so like a turnaround, wasn't it?
Yeah. After they're talking about where the killer and Greg are, but Bobby explains there's no blood or body, and we see the killer behind just mopping up behind them. It's fun. We're all having fun here.
It works. It's funny times.
Bobby says, the thing is, mate, if you're going to have as many jokes as they have in this, they're not all going to fucking land.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and at least, at least nobody's getting fucking upset at this. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At least we're not offending any fucking minorities here. So let them have that one. Bobby says he's going to keep looking around, and Cindy heads home. In the bath, she's basically in the fucking Cadbury's Flake advert bath.
I know. What the hell's going on there?
Crumbly as flaky as chocolate. She's shaving her pits when Bobby calls. He says there's no sign of Greg. So she's on the phone having a conversation. And she's also shaving her face with this disposable fucking razor. Guess who I thought of?
Oh, Predator.
Bill Duke. Bill Duke in Predator.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Second week on the trot.
I know.
Always fucking Bill Duke.
Best ads for...
I know, yeah, exactly. She gets out of the bath and the killer rings. I'm in the house. Do you know where I am? And she can see his feet sticking out behind the sofa. I can see your feet. It gets her to turn around, no peeking. He hides in the curtains, it's obvious. He flies out and after her, chases her upstairs. She throws a bike, a fucking pot plant, grandma down there, and a piano which misses him but murders the old woman.
The old woman.
She hides in a room and connects to the police via the internet, which I was like, okay, that could happen, should happen. What's your problem? And she writes, white woman in trouble, and like 8 squad cars show up instantly. Bobby comes through the window and spots that she spots he's holding the killer's mask. She throws it out the window and down the stairs and runs down the stairs. And as she leaves the door, Doofy's there with the mask in hand. It's kind of half a jump scare. At the station, Sheriff asks Cindy to look at some photos, and it's him in these red swimming trunks looking really camp. I
it's
love
really bad,
it.
It's
so
so
good.
funny.
So good. Buffy comes to pick Cindy up. Turns out Doofy's her brother. Gail grabs them as they're leaving, and Cindy isn't talking. And she shouts, "Cindy, your ass looks fat!" And she just fucking belts her in the face with this fucking closed fist. It's really, really good. I've got a couple of things here that I haven't got notes on, so I'm just going to throw them in now. At some point around here, Ray's wearing a FUBU brand football shirt.
FUBU,
Remember FUBU?
FUBU.
Some fucking FUBU jeans, man, that I wore until they dropped to bits.
Right.
Founded in 1992 when Damon's John, 2 first names, question mark, mortgaged his home for $100,000, and with that money, he rebuilt half of his home as a factory while the other half remained living space, and it stands for Us by Us. There you go.
Yep, for us by us. I think I've got a couple as well.
Good
point. So is this one? So the murder of phones with a Motorola.
I couldn't find the Motorola phone no matter how much I looked. Did you?
No, I neither did I. But I just had to look and find out about the first Motorola phone, and it was called the Dytac 8000X, and it was released in September 21st, 1983. Back in the day.
Wow.
Have they done the WhatsApp bit yet? What's that?
That is coming any minute.
Right,
that is the next scene.
hold.
Somebody mentions at some point. Hold please, call. They've never been so upset since Ginger left the Spice Girls. And I can't remember what it was referencing. I didn't put it in my notes the second time, but I'd done the fact searching, obviously, before I watched it for the second time. Jerry Halliwell left the Spice Girls in 1998, citing exhaustion and creative differences, but rejoined when they reunited for a greatest hits album, 2007, 2 concert tours, The Return of the Spice Girls and Spice World. There you go.
Right, okay. God.
Next up, we have got, John, the killer calling Shorty, and it's the Budweiser word.
From 1999 to 2002, and I tried to bring it back not that long ago, and maybe was having it.
Did you, mate?
Did.
No, it's just too long's gone. Gone. The first spot aired Monday Night Football, December the 20th, 1999. And in October 2000, Arsenal FC striker Thierry Henry celebrated a goal in a 1-0 win over Manchester United by using the expression. Well, yeah. I fucking hated that when it came out, mate. I don't know anything else. The only thing that's good about this is the mask changes a couple of times.
It does actually.
To a tongue sticking out.
Face,
I liked that. Back at Buffy's, Doofy comes in with an ice pack for her head. We're going to get that guy you dumped in the water. He only knows because he overheard Buffy and Greg talking about it. The killer calls and says that they got the wrong guy. The next day at school in the cafeteria, Shorty said he'd seen it all before in a movie called Scream, but they never saw the end because there was a shooting in the theatre. Like, fucking hell.
That's...
Cindy suggests that they stick together. Bring friends to a party at hers, but keep it quiet. Shorty just yells, "Yo, party at Sydney's house. Drunk white women for everybody." Okay. The sheriff calls a press conference. Doofy's been feeding Gail intel. Where have you been getting your info? She's like, I'm not saying. And Doofy waves at her, hi, Gail. And then he's like, Gail swallows. In the locker room, Buffy pretends to get a call from the killer. Cindy, it's for you. It's just fucking cruel kind of Carrie type bullshit, isn't it?
I know, aye. God, aye. Fucking Billy cunts.
The PE teacher...
Mean girls.
Yeah, the fucking PE teacher bit. Mrs. Mann.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
and it's a male actor, and she says, I'll offer you the following advice. Always travel together in well-lit areas. Never wipe back to front, and never believe somebody when they tell you shaving your pubic area will rid you of pubic lice infestations. Anything, John?
Just too much. Even
the reason you move feces away from your more delicate parts, ladies, if you wipe front to back, that lowers the risk of infection. Of course, you do that because you are grown women. If you are not a grown woman, you shouldn't be listening to this. Go away.
Get off.
Crabs can live in other parts of the body, such as armpits and eyelashes. To prevent and treat crabs, you need to wash your bedding, clothing and towels that have been in contact with an infected person in hot water and soap. Shaving your pubic hair may help to reduce the risk of getting crabs, but it is not a cure.
Oh, what?
Absolutely. No, it's Zoidberg's time to shine. Yeah.
After all that hard work.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, John. I thought we'd finally have a cure for you, but it turns out not.
No.
No one believes Cindy, so they go in to see the teacher, and it's awful. She says, I've got a secret. The teacher says, I have a secret too. And she uncrosses her legs, and we see this scrotum, and it's yikes.
Yeah, it's a ball sack that was used to rub the drum kit in Step Brothers, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Is it the beans
sack.
above the frack? in something about Mary.
Yeah, this is just funny. It's too funny.
Yeah, it's not funny in this though. It's grim
No,
as
no,
fuck.
it's grim. A fake ball sack is funny anyway.
A fake ball sack is always funny, yeah, exactly. In the changing rooms, everyone leaves except Buffy. The killer's there too. She thinks it's a gag, and in spite of being stabbed and chased, she's still acting like it's a joke. Is this the part where I'm supposed to break my leg and cry?
Oh, that leg break is horrible, man.
Yeah, it's grim. It's a really good prosthetic. He cuts her head off, but she's still banging on, and he throws it in the lost and found.
Right.
It's some good acting there.
That is good. It's real good.
On a ledge outside, teacher's going to jump. The kids come out and are discussing the killer. Cindy, he's watching and waiting. And then she starts screaming into the ether. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And the guy jumps off the ledge and splat. It's great.
It's never good.
No. In bed, Ray and Brenda are messing about, and she ends up in his football shirt, and he gets her to put on all the training gear and starts calling her Brendan, it's yuck. They say they're going to go to the cinema. Mm-hmm. Gail is filming up at lookout point or something and waiting to see somebody be killed. She interviews a girl whose boyfriend's gone missing. Has it crossed your mind that your boyfriend has been killed and you will be next? Well, no, Gail, it hasn't. It's kind of good. She then gets stabbed by the killer, who afterwards threatens Gail and the cameraman, and we see her chased into the woods from the cameraman's point of view, and later she's crying with this CGI snot dripping out of her nose. It's shit. It's fucking garbage. Yeah. Obviously, it's a really heavy-handed, stinking Blair Witch reference.
Yeah, 1989 film. Happy times.
Yeah, absolutely. 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. Tomatoes, if you don't speak English. 248 million, John, off of a $750,000 budget.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That's fucking obscene. Is what it is. But it was everywhere, wasn't it? It was so important.
You couldn't get away with it. It paved the way for a lot of found footage. Well, all the found footage stuff after, didn't it?
Yeah,
it was it. That was the beginning.
Brenda and Ray are in the cinema. She's fucking unbearable. But she has bought fried chicken at the cinema, so I'd kind of fucking let her off. Maybe. There's this trailer for Titanic next, but it's not actually Titanic. It's Amistad.
Oh, Jesus, too.
And I've got to be honest, I did laugh at that one because it is played like completely. The captain looks like Bernard Hill, doesn't he? A little bit, and the bit, I'm on top. I'm the king of the world, and all this kind of stuff. And I did laugh, honestly. yeah, it's
The
to
subject
be
matter
honest.
stands quite bad, but
Well, have you ever seen it? I've never seen it.
is that the one with Anthony Hopkins and
Morgan.
all right.
Matthew McConaughey. Yeah.
I think
No, I
I've seen
haven't seen it. 1997 film directed by Steven Spielberg, and it made $58 million off of a $39 million budget. Not great.
it. So it was basically based on a Spanish ship slave, a Spanish
My
slave ship.
Godzooks, you need booze, John.
I know, in 1839.
Oh, very good. Fantastic. It does look like it's got the kind of inspirational happy ending of a film that we both love.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's been more than a decade since I watched 12 Years a Slave, and I will never ever watch it again. It fucking broke my heart. Absolutely broke my heart.
No need.
And I did say to myself, I really should read that book, but I just don't think I can. The film that Brenda's making a noise in is Shakespeare's in Love, and she shits herself. She's like, no, don't go inside. And she gets a jump scare from it. Also Miramax Dimension, same horrible owner wanker, of course, who we don't talk about. But she keeps calling it Shakespeare in Love, which I hate it when people mispronounce like the names of films and things. It just winds me up. So
there's your tits in, doesn't it?
she's on the phone and the killer comes in with this big fucking knife, but the people around her murder her instead because she's just awful, right? And this is where the really ham-fisted airplane style gag of everybody murdering her for talking through films. There's this cop, he's like, you talked through The Fugitive, and this rabbi, this is for Schindler's List, Buddhist, and all those Jackie Chan movies. And then Mother Teresa, you ruined Boogie Nights. I'm like, I bet Mother Teresa fucking loved Boogie Nights.
Fucking loved it, but
And the Pope, you spoiled Big Mama's House. Now, I've never seen Big Mama's House, which I assume it would be tough to spoil. Future episode. Let's do facts on people dressed as fat people.
Let's do it.
Never gets old.
Yeah, never.
Never any problems. But they all cheer when she dies and just sit down to watch the film. I really enjoyed that. The kind of like everybody queuing up to slap the woman on the plane and airplane.
And the nun with the guitar ready.
Yeah, I got a real fucking kick out of that, and I wish we'd done Airplane a lot later. I wish we'd done Airplane when you weren't hungover. I wasn't. I didn't have COVID.
Yes.
Yeah, because I feel like we
could do
kind
an anniversary.
of
An anniversary, Airplane 2.
We should do Airplane 2. That's a terrible film. Yeah, let's do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do Airplane 2. I think I've got it on standard def DVD on this shelf here somewhere.
What? Kunsel DVD? What?
Kunsel DVD indeed, John.
Kunsel edition.
At Cindy's house, it's full of revellers. And this girl heads into the garage looking for beer, right?
Yeah.
Now, my question for you, John, if your garage doesn't have a chest freezer, is it even a garage?
I know. It's not right. It's a Portuguese one, isn't it? Yeah, did you notice that the beer's in the fridge, though?
Oh, they were all like made up names, because I was like, I wish these were real.
So at first I thought it was called Colt 45, which is a real beer, but it's not. It was Colt 45.
Yeah.
And there was another one, but I couldn't catch it.
Yeah, there was a couple. Why, John? Why? This woman that goes in, she hears a noise and it's a cat. She's like, "Oh, Kitty, you scared me." And then there's another noise. "Oh, Horsey, you scared me." Kind of liked. This actress, by the way, the original Tracy on Broadway in Hairspray.
No way, mate.
Yeah, the original Tracy Turnblad in Hairspray. There's this awful thing. She tries to hide from the killer by escaping through a garage door, cat flap, and the whole thing collapses. And we're doing fucking fat-phobic stuff now in the list of the film's crimes. Great. Thanks very much. Cindy's hammered at the party and takes Bobby to her bedroom. Upstairs, they kiss and get their tongues knotted. And back at Shorty's, there's I see dead people thing, because he's
weed.
He's high, yeah. Sixth Sense, John, 672 million off of a 40 million budget.
Nice.
Absolutely massive. And I know people don't really enjoy M. Night Shyamalan films. I've had this conversation a lot recently. But I still look forward to a film with his name on when it's announced.
Yeah, but it's got is it Star Trek effect where one good, one bad, one good, one bad, one good, one
is
bad?
it? Oh, maybe.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Unbreakable's amazing, isn't it?
Aye, but then he ruined it with bloody Glass.
Oh, yeah, those are the two, yeah. Rachel quite likes Split, but I thought, shit. And then Glass, I don't remember a thing about it. I think I might have been drunk. It's not like me, but I think I might have been. Anyway.
Yeah, that you were just shattered.
No.
Everybody loves a Glass joke. Come on.
Indeed, yeah. The killer arrives and smokes an aquarium bong with them. Okay.
Why not?
Back at Cindy's, they're at it, and she holds off going down on him. He's like pushing her down, isn't he? It's not
proper, then, yeah.
It's like sucking on a Tootsie Roll pop. She basically bites his knob because she can't wait to get to the
can't wait to get the inside. I thought it was quite funny.
Tootsie Roll Pop is a hard lolly filled with chocolate-flavoured candy. I hate it when they call anything chocolate-flavoured because you know it tastes like dog shit.
Yeah.
It was invented in 1931, and in 2002, 60 million Tootsie Rolls and 20 million Tootsie Pops were produced every day. A 1 kilogram bag of these bastards at Amazon, John, $19.99. If you want
Mate.
them. There you go.
Jesus.
Which you probably don't, because it probably tastes like dog shit. Because it's American sweets.
No real. Hershey bars, what's that? It's fucking fake dusty chocolate.
Yeah, it's shit.
It's
absolute
gross.
Shit. Why are we buying chocolate from America when we can get it from fucking just across the sea?
No.
Fucking Belgium. Especially now the Americans have ruined Cadbury's for us.
I know. No.
As a noted sweetie and chocolate man, I know you'll agree with me.
We can taste the difference. Taste the difference.
The joke is she's got bats out of her pants and a 70s bush which he has to trim with a fucking hedge trimmer. Okay.
Yeah.
Shorty's killer does the Michael Myers sound, John.
Oh, it's quite good at it as well, wasn't he?
He wasn't as good as you.
No, never could beat me.
That's good. That's so good. That's really good. I love it when he does that. Cindy basically rides Bobby until he comes like the falls.
Oh, it's a hell of a scene as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, she's yelling and shouting and carrying on. Women don't do that. Certainly not with me. Then at Shorty's, they're freestyling, and the killer does some moves whilst rapping, basically slicing and murdering all Shorty's
everybody.
mates.
Yeah.
Back at Cindy's, the killer arrives in the room and stabs Bobby. Cindy makes it out and down the stairs. Bobby limps down the stairs covered in blood. Shorty comes out the kitchen. Bobby pulls a gun, killing him. Call an ambulance, but not for me. I love that. I've been watching that a lot recently. But not for me. It turns out Bobby and Ray were the killers. The motive was a lack of sex causing deviant behaviour. And apparently being gay is deviant behaviour in the year 2000 as well.
It was. Was it? I think so.
Of course
I think so.
Ray says he's not gay, in spite of going to a gay club and San Francisco. Yikes.
Oh.
I know people that went to San Francisco for their honeymoon. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't care about that. They bring out her dad all tied up, and the plan is to kill Daddy and Cindy, and then for them to stab one another and claim it was the killer.
Yeah.
Ray stabs Bobby loads of times, and he gets upset remembering that they cancelled the Wayans Brothers TV show and keeps stabbing him angrily, doesn't he?
Which they do look up, so it's all true. They didn't get a final season.
No, they didn't. 101 episodes across 5 series, 95 to 99. 101 episodes though, John. That's
done all right, aye. Yeah.
That's syndication numbers, isn't it? I think you get to like 95 and you can do syndication in America. That's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of okay. Then the killer actually arrives. They were doing the copycat thing and kills Ray. He's like, "Ain't no one stabbing me," and he gets stabbed in the back. Cindy and him do a bullet time fight.
It looks so cheap as well, but it works.
It looks like dog shit. How do they do it? Bullet time, John. How do they do it? This is from flashpack.com, who sell cameras, I think. The first example was in 1878. The Galloping Horses, photographed by Edward Muybridge, which is the beginning of Nope. You know, at the beginning of Nope, there's that footage of the horses. That's the Galloping Horses. Demonstrates the way bullet time works by placing a series of still cameras side by side. He changed the viewer's perspective of the horse, enabling it to create the illusion of movement. The bullet time effect was originally achieved photographically by a set of still cameras surrounding the subject, Neo. The cameras are fired sequentially or all at the same time, depending on the desired effect. Single frames from each camera are then arranged and displayed consecutively to produce an orbiting viewpoint of an action frozen in time, or super slow motion.
Super slow mo.
I did always wonder how it was done. Bullet time.
I know. I'd seen it when it first came out. It showed you the bullet time thing. That basically just showed you him doing that sequence in a camera,
Loads
like a spiral
of
of
stuff around
cameras.
it. Yeah, I seem to remember that, but I don't know too much about it. I was kind of like, it does look shit. I assume bullet time. I haven't watched The Matrix for so many years, and I will watch it again, and we will do an episode, I'm sure, because people are always fucking crying out for an episode of The Matrix. But I assume it looks like shit now.
No, still
Doesn't-
holds up.
all right,
No,
okay.
So I watched it, so it still holds up as long as you're on the 4K. But it actually does hold up.
Okay.
I think the reason it works so well is basically because it is literal camera footage. It's not like
It's not a special effect.
it's
What
not
it
like a
is,
spe-
but it's
aye,
not a computer generated effect. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think with computer generation, I think nowadays that would age it, whereas back then, because they're literally using film, it worked. So,
Okay.
but no, I watched it recently and it still worked.
Okay.
But if we're going to do one, we'll definitely do the first one. The second,
Yeah. No, those are the two.
Man.
Fucking gash. She then does a Riverdance parody in the year 2000.
I know.
Fucking yikes. Cindy
was
kicks him out the
embarrassed
window
for
to save the dance. Right. Riverdance was first performed during the 7-minute interval of Eurovision Song Contest, John, in 1994 at the Point Theatre in Dublin on the 30th of April 94. The performance was transmitted to an estimated 300 million viewers worldwide. And the single topped the Irish chart for a record set in 18 weeks and is the second highest selling record of all time in the Republic of Ireland, behind
Bryan Adams.
Candle in the Wind.
Oh,
Candle in the Wind.
so close.
Sandal in the bin. Riverdance, the Animated Adventure, John, is a 2021 animated film starring Pierce Brosnan, Aisling Bea and Brendan Gleeson.
When was that?
2021.
Fucking
Reviews. Kevin Courtney of the Irish Times said the actors spoke with good Irish accents. Well, of course, because those three people are Irish.
Irish, yeah.
But he worried that the movie only shows Irish people living in perfect villages and dancing all the time. He said the movie was sometimes like an island tourist advertisement. But my favourite was Deirdre Malumbi of Entertainment said this movie is quote-unquote exhaustingly bad.
God. Bloody hell.
Future fucking episode.
Yeah, we need to give it a
No,
go.
that is something we'll never watch unless some arsehole that pays for the podcast is going to choose it.
No. Oh, look what you've done.
They're
You've just set the wheels in motion.
Mr. fucking Darcy's cat or something next. Yeah, anyway. Right. The cops arrive to take Sydney to the station. We're there, listeners. We are there. She tells him about the fisherman last Halloween and that he's the killer. The sheriff says it can't be because they found him dead a few weeks later. And she says, well, it has to be somebody that had access all the time and was always there. And we zoom in on some feet, Doofy's feet, didn't we?
Yeah.
Of him walking that funny kind of doofy walk.
Yeah.
And it's basically a fucking The Usual Suspects.
Usual Suspect.
It's fucking farty, shitty, fucking awful. Hated it.
Yeah, they do the cop and everything, didn't they?
Yeah, they do. The Usual Suspects. Great movie, by the way.
1995.
Yeah,
not the
easiest watch. It can be a real fucking slog, but it is a great film, and it's not long. It's not a long movie either. It's
No,
fucking 9 minutes long.
But what a cast though, Kevin Pollak, man, where did that guy go?
Where did that guy? I assume he's dead. I assume he's no longer around.
You no longer exist.
Very good. Budget of $6 million, John, and it made $67 million. So there you go. You can have that one.
Aye.
You can have that one.
Good film. Good film.
In a post-credit sequence, Shorty gives us 3 rules of surviving before they rob a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I could have lived without it. I could have lived without having to write that bit and say that bit.
Aye.
And that's the movie. And that's the film.
Done.
Not a lot, John, really, is there? Any further facts? Did you trawl IMDb for any further shitty facts?
I couldn't bring myself to do it. No, but I've got facts, though.
Okay,
do you want to know what a keg party is?
A keg party? I do, yeah. It just sounds like every fucking day of my life, to be honest.
I know. A keg party is a large party in which beer is served from a keg. There you go.
Ooh,
and
nice.
it's typically attended by students and young people, so we're not allowed again.
Should I look at, listeners, give us a shout if you come into the live show, should I look at getting a keg for the after show?
Whoop whoop!
Yeah?
Oh yeah!
All right,
Yep.
I'll figure that out. I know a lot of brewers.
Oh, you really do.
I do know a lot of fucking drunk ass motherfuckers. That's for sure. Right, okay, good to know.
They do. At one point, they mention a made-up horror movie called Die Cheerleader Die.
They do, yeah. Oh, I had something on that somewhere in the notes. Yeah,
but it does. It turns out it's a real film released in 2008. So
yeah,
Die Cheerleader Die.
I couldn't find anything to say that they'd got the name from this, but they absolutely did.
Americans call them taps faucets. It fucking annoys me. But it's abbreviation for a French word for tap, which is bec de crane, which means crane's beak.
Oh, very good. My French teacher at school was called Monsieur Fawcett.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Farah Fawcett. And just so you know, the butt plug was invented in 1892.
Oh, nice. Good work. Keenen Ivory Wayans, he's the slave in the Amistad trailer. I think I might have missed that. He's the director, by the way.
Yeah, so he is. Yep.
Anna Faris got the role in the film working at an ad agency. She was apparently a month away from moving to London before she got the job. Scary Movie was the working title for Scream. There you go. Have that one.
Have it.
Have it indeed.
Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
Yeah, that's all I've got. I'll top them up and you tell me how many we've got.
65.
Ooh, you can go higher than that.
75.
You can go higher than that.
85.
Correct, John. 85.
85. Nice. Nice. Do you know what? That's,
it'll do. Yeah, it'll do.
Yeah,
I don't think Ali can be particularly unhappy about that. I certainly am not. In fact, I'm very happy about that. So yeah, as Ali said, get yourself tickets to Megacon. It's a month from now, on the 17th of August, and those tickets are at trybooking.com. /UK/events/landing/58993, or I tell you what, just go to trybooking.com and search Megacon, all one word, and it will come up, and we would love to see you there, and we'd love you to shout some fucking catchphrases at us, because that's all the podcast is, isn't it, John? Just fucking doing catchphrases.
Buzzies, yep.
Which is fine by me. If, like Ali, you want to get you want to be mentioned, you can. I'm going to read out the names of those lovely people now. But before I do, last week when my internet was down, I spent an hour reading the second part of the werebear porn that I'd bought on my fucking phone and now have fucked my algorithm for, and it gets really fucking racy, John. This second bit, it gets filthy, and then there's a twist that doesn't matter. Then there's a twist, and then there's a bit where they just go, "Oh well, that's so." You kind of, this is the last chapter. Something twisty happens, and we fixed it within 2 pages. You're like,
nice.
Fuck off. But yeah, it gets. I'm not going to say it gets sexy because he's not sexy at all. it's just me going, erection.
Saying the word erection doesn't give you an erection, you know.
No. Fuck it doesn't. I'll tell you. Right. Anyway, let's give a shout out to the lovely people. Starting with my wife Rachel, who probably hasn't listened to the sexy thing yet. I don't think she ever will, and rightly so. I'll maybe read it to her in bed. Ooh, in a sexy way. Phil Farish, Gadget, Biggie. Sorry, I'm just thinking about sexy bears now, and it's not. It's just not a thing. Candy, Oodles, and Stig from Modern Escapism. We love you very much. Josh Wilson, super familiar with the Wilsons. Gav and Dan from
Be There With Belson.
The Be There With Belson podcast. Well, thank you, John. Thank you, John.
We're just not going to call it Belson now. I think we're going to shorten it down.
Yeah, the Belson
Or
Clinic.
just be there. Be there.
Just be there, or don't.
Be there.
See if they fucking care. I mean, they do care. Gav McGill, Ian Graham, Mono, and Kira. As we get to the end of the boys' show, fucking been a great series. It's been a great series, and the fucking fallout has been good, hasn't it? How much people just don't get it. They just don't get it. Joe from Hallmark of Greatness, Aaron from Z1 Podcast, Nigel Davis, Wonder Emporium, who will be selling some of our merch and some other bits and pieces at Megacon, Emily, Ian, Paul at SP Film Viewers, Maria, who is poorly at the minute, get well soon, Ali, obviously this is your podcast, this is yours, just for you.
This is your fault.
It's all for you, Ali. It's all for you. Her husband Dale, Megan, Jen, and Adam, lovely Rob Jones, Jake, Kieran, Dean, and Lee Davis. Thank you very, very much, you lovely people. We love you so dearly, and we hope to see some of you at the live show. Bit of a post-it note for our next episode. We are going to take that week off this week, come in there, which I said we were going to do and we didn't. But we are going to take that week off. But in 2 weeks' time, we will be back with the choice of gadget.
Yeah.
We spun the wheel again, the wheel of steel, and it landed on what, John?
Well, Scottish Independence Day.
This is our Independence Day. All right, Alex Salmond, fucking hell. Why don't you go away and sexually assault somebody?
I'm back.
Hello, boys, I'm back. Oh, mate, let's do that throughout the movie. Let's do that. That will never get fucking tiring quickly, I promise. Independence Day, which is a great choice and a movie over 2 hours, so fuck that guy. But we're looking forward to being able to talk about it.
We'll need 2 weeks just to get ready for it, to be fair.
Fucking A, mate. Yeah, absolutely. But look, John, anything to say to the lovely people before you go?
Yeah, so as time this goes out, we'll have a month to go to I was going to say Comic-Con here, but yeah.
Hey, don't say no fucking hell. Don't say that.
Carlisle-con.
Around the Rubicon. Yeah.
So a month to go, so please get your tickets, and I look forward to seeing you.
Absolutely.
And IRL.
Yeah,
AFK,
absolutely.
man,
and if you're a hugger, John's a hugger, so you get a hug and a photo with our John.
I'm a hugger. Might not let go, but I'm a hugger.
It's a fucking face hugger.
Creepy bastard. Aye.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks very much, guys, and we will see you again in a couple of weeks. But for now, he's been John, I've been Plenty, and this has been 85 things we've learned for Ali the patron on a scary movie. Bye, Cindy.
See you guys.